Attention all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Mark, welcome to the other side of midnight with Walter Sterling. Hi, Mark.
Hey, Walter, how you doing tonight? I retired a couple years ago. I'm a truck driver for 40 years. But anyway, I work nights. I listen to all these radio stations. You remind me of when I was listening to things. Because back in the day, it was like, before the syndication, it's like every, San Antonio, Dallas, everybody had their own people on at night. But you remind me of that.
I am deeply flattered, Mark. Now tell me, what kind of driver's license did you have?
Oh, I had a CDL. Actually, I had a license before they even had a picture on the license. You know what I mean?
And am I right that the federal rules and regulations for truck drivers, for 18-wheelers, are insane?
Right, yeah, I had to get a CDL. When I first started, they used to call it a chauffeur's license. Yeah, I mean, I used to drive. I worked at a junkyard. I drove a tow truck, and then I went and a friend of mine says, "Oh, yeah, go get your big rig license." I never drove a big rig before, but I backed it in a hole, and they gave me my license. But yeah, it's complicated now. You got to do all kinds of crazy stuff.
They have to keep complicated logs about how much they drive, where they drive, and when they have to take breaks. That's the one that gets me.
Right, yeah, and that's even Mike's company at the end. I said I was there for same company for 40 years. And near the end, it was like, "Oh, you can't smoke in the truck." They got a camera in there, I mean, it's like, what the heck, man? Then all of a sudden, one day, I was like, I unhooked my trailer, and I didn't take the lines off, right? Bam, it hit the back of the trailer. I didn't think nothing of it. I got back to my, the next day, I come to work. They got my truck in the office. They're all, like, looking at me, and it's like, well, what the heck are you guys talking about? "Oh, we got you on film. You pulled off without doing that." You know what I mean? It's crazy, but I guess it's safety, but still, yeah, they got a camera actually in the truck. You can't even smoke a cigarette, it's an old truck or whatever, so.
Mark, thank you for the call. I would hate having a camera in that truck, and I would hate not being able to smoke. When they stopped allowing people to smoke in radio studios, and in too many radio stations you can't eat in the studio, the reason most people are on the air is to smoke alone and to eat pizza in the studio. "Oh, don't let it get near the equipment." I used to say to people back when I wore a suit, I said, "You want to make a zillion dollars? Make a control board." Listen to this, Matt. Make a control board and make it so that you could run an ad. There's the picture of the control board in the trade publications and somebody pouring a cup of coffee into the control board. You will sell 1 million of them if you can make a waterproof, coffee-proof control board. That was 400 or 500 years ago. Clearly it hasn't been done. Clearly the fastest way for most people in radio to get fired is to bring coffee anywhere near a control board. Seems very silly to me. It's also often a challenge to get pizza into a radio station. One of the great things about WABC in New York on the Red Apple audio networks is we have a spectacular break room. And that is the difference between a great business and an okay business. You know what I'd love to see? You're at the Amazon Workhouse. There you go. Yes, the Amazon Workhouse. The Amazon Warehouse. The Amazon Warehouse. You're at the Wawa. You're restocking at the Kroger. I want to see a picture of your break room. Next time you're in the break room at the Costco, take a picture. You have that overpriced phone. You didn't need that phone. Don't be ridiculous. An Android phone would have been fine. But since you have the expensive phone, I know you do. You've got shoes with holes in them, but you had to have that expensive phone. I got to tell you this story. And I would like you to take a picture in the break room and send it to me. Nothing thrills me more than those pictures. Walter.Sterling@WABCradio.com. Walter.Sterling@WABCradio.com. I will post it on my Facebook page because I post pictures of my studio and my break room, it seems fair that I get to see your break room. Walter.Sterling at WABCRadio.com.